Alright guys, I'm here again as Security Man, and I want to thank you for watching my last video. And as you know, we are here again with another video, still on Web Security Academy, server-side vulnerabilities. And today we are looking at user ID controlled by request parameter with unpredictable user IDs. So this user ID is controlled by the request parameter, and we're going to see what this lab is all about. It says this lab has a horizontal privilege escalation vulnerability. Horizontal privilege escalation simply means a normal user being able to take over the account of another normal user, or effectively do something to affect another regular user on the platform. Whereas we have vertical privilege escalation, which I'm going to still do a video on later on, but in that situation is a normal user getting access to an administrative account, privilege escalation, moving your privilege, your access to a higher role like an admin role. So but today we're going to be looking at user to user privilege escalation. So this lab has a horizontal privilege escalation vulnerability on the user account page, but identifies users with GUIDs. Now to solve the lab, find the GUID for Carlos, then submit his API key as the solution. You can log into your own account using the following credentials: Vienna and Peter. So before we go into the lab, let's look at the solution. It says find a blog post by Carlos. Click on Carlos and observe that the URL contains his user ID. Make a note of his ID. Log in using the supplied credentials and access your account page. Change the ID parameter to the saved user ID. Retrieve and submit the API key. So I already have the lab running. Let's go. Now, as you know, I have my bot running in the background to capture every single request. Let's head to my account, and we'll be logging in with the credentials given to us, Vienna and password Peter. Let's log in, and we're logged in as Vienna, and as you can see on the screen here is my API key. Now we're trying to get Carlos's API key, right? So we'll move to home and trying to find Carlos's blog post. It should be number 3. Usually it's number 3, and I was right. Here is Carlos, and this is Carlos's blog post. Now the thing with this lab is that it reveals the user ID in the URL. For instance, this is Carlos's GUID in the URL, which is absolutely wrong. So personally, I love working from the back end, so we are going to BOP and we're going to view that blog post request here, right? And this is, Carlos's blog user ID, and this is my account, which is Vienna, and we'll be forwarding that to repeater. And we're going to be copying Carlos's GUID. Control C, head over to repeater, and we're going to swap that with that of Carlos. Control V, and then we send the request. Right, and here we go to the options and then open response in browser and copy. Just so you know, you can also do this in the UI. and we will be pasting that response we copied from Bob Suite here. Control V and enter. And you can see here we are logged in as Carlos. Your username is Carlos and your API key is right in front of you. So we're going to copy the API key and we're going to be submitting it as the solution, and then we click OK. Okay, no, that can be incorrect. Now let's copy that again. There must be a glitch or something, because that is Carlos's API key. And let's click OK. And there you have it. Congratulations, you've solved the lab. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.